If your goal is to attract five-figure clients, you need to stop looking at your brand from the lens of a service provider. Let me introduce you to one of my clients who went from charging $50 an hour to attracting clients who will pay $17,000 for a project. My client, who's a home organizer, she is brilliant at what she does, but her main problem was that she kept getting on clients who even think that $50 an hour was expensive. And the reason they thought that is because they were looking at other service provider within the same industry and niche as her and thinking, I can get it for cheaper. So when she came to me, she was like, Marina, I want to attract high-paying clients. I want the 17K client who would hire me for a whole house organization. And I was like, girl, I got you. And here's what we did together. First, I wanted to see what the problem was. Why was she charging $50 an hour when she could be charging 17K? So I looked at people in her industry, and what I noticed was everyone was branding themselves the same. They were branding themselves by what they did instead of the value of the transformation they offered. Second thing was how they were branding themselves visually. So my client was showing herself in a gray t-shirt with a logo like most home organizers in her industry. So that didn't allow her to stand out and look like the luxury client that she wants to attract. Now here's the caveat. You don't need to pretend to be someone else in order to attract this client. However, if your goal is to attract a high-end client, you need to think about what this high-end client wants. How do they like to live? What kind of homes do they live in? What kind of clothes do they wear? What kind of designer bags that they would have in their closet that you would then need to organize? So in her case, that's exactly what we went through and did. So we refined her messaging, we refined her visual branding, her style, but most importantly, what I wanted to help this client with is to help her understand the value of what she offers and brings to the table, so that this luxury client who's paying $17,000 can go about and make more money, and they need someone that they can trust in their home. Here's what my client sent me after 1 week of working together. She said that she was recommended for a home organization project on a Facebook group. On this post, there were multiple other service providers recommended, but this client ended up going with her because of her messaging and visual identity. And she said that my direction and guidance have helped made an impact on her, and she's seen it firsthand. So I'm going to leave you with 3 questions to think about. What is your brand saying about you right now? Does it match the vision of where you want to take your business? And does it align with the level of clientele that you want to attract?